Hey guys, what is going on? This is Wrestlelamia, back with another episode. Join us now as Wrestlelamia looks at the wildest wrestling news stories and rumors you need to know, including, is SmackDown getting shafted? Is a top WWE superstar struggling through an injury? WWE looking to book a Latino babyface champion? 3 stories on LA Knight, including rumors of a big push, and more. SmackDown getting shafted? Topping today's news, is SmackDown getting shafted by advertisers? And could this lead to it getting shafted by its current network partner, Fox? By now, you've probably heard how well SmackDown has been performing in the ratings for the last year, with the Blue brand increasing ratings numbers and recently even scoring the #1 spot in cable and broadcast TV for the week. However, a recent report from the Wrestling Observer newsletter indicates that despite these numbers, even though SmackDown is the highest rated show every Friday, its ads are still priced 30% lower than those on CBS, NBC, and ABC on shows that draw far less. Wrestling's reputation as a fringe form of entertainment has plagued it for decades, even during the industry's high points. While WWE has a remarkable array of blue-chip, i.e. prestige advertisers, not to mention some ridiculously lucrative product sponsorship deals at its PLEs, this story suggests that elite advertisers are still reluctant to pay top dollar for wrestling. This could pose a problem for SmackDown staying on Fox, as rumor has it that the network doesn't intend to offer any increase for the rights to air SmackDown. NXT going to war against Dynamite? Is NXT looking to revisit its past war against Dynamite? This could happen, according to the latest Wrestling Observer. The 2 points most talked about by different people were that this is a contract year, so these gains are coming at a great time for the renewal price, and those in NXT who are definitely pushing for the idea of doing numbers that beat Dynamite. Although the black and gold brand got pummeled when it went head-to-head against AEW's Wednesday night show, things have changed now, and the WWE seems to have devised a new strategy for taking NXT to bigger heights, including building it up as a third brand. Do you think NXT can beat Dynamite in the ratings? WWE Interested in AEW Star? Could Lio Rush be headed to the WWE? Apparently, WWE's interested in signing him, at least according to the 24th July Wrestling Observer. Rush has been talked about a lot in WWE given his contract situation. Lio is the current X Division champion in Impact Wrestling and has bounced around several promotions, including a run in WWE. WWE Not Interested in AEW Star? While the WWE may be courting Lio Rush, it apparently has much less of an interest in signing Brian Pillman Jr., whose contract was not renewed by AEW. According to Dave Meltzer, someone in WWE noted to us about Brian Pillman Jr., who AEW didn't renew the contract of and is training at the Performance Center, and that while not impossible, it would be less likely he'd be hired right now until after the merger is complete. Diamond Dave explained that the WWE would be more likely to hire a top-tier star, such as Kenny Omega. Given this line of thinking, fans won't be seeing an influx of talent right now. This isn't a bad move, as WWE already has more talent than it has time to book. Obviously, it wouldn't make sense to pass on a big name like Omega, who it's worth noting is still under contract to AEW, thus he can't even be approached about coming to WWE. But a mid-card act like Pillman is someone who isn't a priority. Cody Rhodes' Kayfabe injury. Is Cody Rhodes injured? While the WWE has several superstars dealing with injuries ranging from ones that will keep them out of the ring, Pretty Deadly's Elton Prince dealing with a shoulder injury, the WWE may have Cody Rhodes sell a storyline injury. Dave Meltzer is reporting in this week's Wrestling Observer newsletter. I guess we'll know next week on Raw, but Rhodes did have his left arm in a cast at the premiere selling the Lesnar-Kimura attack. The premiere Diamond Dave was referring to is the new Peacock documentary on Cody Rhodes, which debuts on 31st July. As for the potential kayfabe injury, WWE needs to be careful with how it books Cody, as he could be seen as weak if he suffers too many beatdowns and subsequent storyline injuries. There's already speculation that fans may turn on Rhodes if WWE overpushes him as it did with John Cena. Is WWE looking for new babyface champions? Some intriguing possibilities for several WWE superstars if a recent tweet from Better Wrestling Experience pans out. BWE recently tweeted, "A TV babyface Latino champ is being considered heavily. Fans are already speculating on who this might be. Santos Escobar immediately comes to mind, as the Latino World Order member has been getting a decent push on SmackDown and will compete in the finals to determine US champion Austin Theory's opponent at SummerSlam." Another possibility is the Judgment Day's Damian Priest, who is Senior Money in the Bank. Some fans believe the Archer of Infamy could cash in the briefcase at SummerSlam when Seth Rollins defends the World Heavyweight Championship against Finn Balor. Although Rollins just won the belt, Seth's nagging injuries have led to speculation he might take time off to heal. Having the Visionary drop the belt could open the door for this, but knowing Seth's commitment to getting the title over, it's hard to imagine him dropping the belt unless he's 100% incapable of working. One last contender is Raquel Rodriguez. While BWE said Babyface Latino rather than Babyface Latina, Rodriguez shouldn't be ruled out either, as she's on a collision course with Rhea Ripley for the Eradicator's women's title. It's unknown if WWE wants to stop Ripley's momentum right now with a title loss. Indeed, Dave Meltzer recently remarked that he feels Rhea is the biggest act in the WWE women's division. Whose game is it? Time for more news on the most interesting man on the planet, LA Knight. Let's look at rumors on what's ahead for the former $1 Million champion, as well as a story on how he's so over, his popularity is spread to AEW. WWE's plans for Knight. It's well known just how over LA Knight is, but what plans does the WWE have for him? According to Better Wrestling Experience, LA Knight's new push starts after SummerSlam. This is noteworthy because it suggests Knight may not be competing for the United States Championship at SummerSlam. As Wrestling News' Andrew Ravens reminded fans, LA Knight vs. Sheamus vs. Cameron Grimes vs. Rey Mysterio has been booked for tonight's SmackDown, where the winner will face Santos Escobar on the 28th July SmackDown. If Knight isn't being pushed until after SummerSlam, it's arguable he won't be competing for the US Championship until then. Does WWE have LA Knight listed as a heel? LA Knight is incredibly over with the fans, but according to sources, he's still listed as a heel on the WWE's internal roster. Although the WWE isn't piping in boos during Knight's appearances, they haven't officially turned him babyface. This isn't unusual, as the company sometimes does things like this until it comes up with storylines to shift a wrestler from heel to babyface, or vice versa. Nevertheless, the fans' love for LA Knight is obvious, both in the WWE and apparently even in AEW. Last but not least, LA Knight's popularity seems to know no bounds. A recent video surfaced of fans chanting Knight's catchphrase after an AEW show. Even the man himself is taking note of things, as WrestleTalk's Sanchez Taylor reports. Knight has now shared this video to his Instagram story, acknowledging his popularity. Knight is so over right now that WWE doesn't seem to feel he needs a big win, such as this year's Money in the Bank briefcase, or a world title for that matter. However, it appears that the company may put the US Championship around his waist at some time just to placate fans. Do you think LA Knight needs a world title, or any title for that matter? Let us know in the comments below. Well guys, there you have it, the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Leave your comments below, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll see you next time for some more wrestling content.